Play fake. Mayfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
39-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. Nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished second in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
At the line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Janovich, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
It's now
Charles already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Complete to Jay.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
A gain of 7.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. He's giving me the evil eye, folks. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
That one caught out wide by Boykin. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
42-yard line.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how we practice it all the time now, too.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
At the 41.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. Let's run it down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Lamar Jackson, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now, these are not going to be easy on a cold, snowy night, but this one is up and through.
At 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
Mayfield on play action. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham.
That's good.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you might remember Nick Chubb. He had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And finds a man on a crossing route. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Browns, first down. First and goal at the 7.
They'll run with Chubb. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Brings up third and goal.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. That's out to the left and complete. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
A 22.
Gay's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Browns 10.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to. Of course, the field goal attempt that went through.
Anthony Thomas on the return. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
31-yard line.
Now on second and 13. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On first and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought
Tackle
down.
made there by Myles Garrett.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Duvernay.
It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
1st down, Baltimore.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Thomas. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Anthony Thomas.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
A 26-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will knock things up here late in the 1st half. Maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the 2nd half to play.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They go play action. Mayfield. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All time.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter three.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now a throw here to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson stepping up. He's going to keep it. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Dobbins on the carry.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Raven first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Dobbins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
second down. Dobbins, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
He's tackled at the
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Quick toss out right. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A 3-yard loss. Fourth down now. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Mayfield on first down. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
3 more yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Jimmy Smith, the one who brought it.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Browns 10.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Chubb. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Mayfield off the play fake. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
For the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this fourth quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great fourth quarter.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Let's go, D.
To throw again on 2nd down, Jackson. And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Jackson on 3rd and long. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First down, Ravens.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a carry for Dobbins. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Carry for Baltimore. The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Ronnie Harrison.
The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st down, Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line.
He was brought down at the 20.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to him.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game.
Brings up fourth down.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Escaping the pressure right. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
At the 29.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down. I love the look you just gave me because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down or both. He did neither. Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time. And as you said, he did neither. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice. Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it? Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly. Yep, 2-score game. Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Jackson to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Mack Wilson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but bottom line, they got the job done. Yeah, it is the bottom line, isn't it? A few anxious moments along the way, though. A few sweaty palms, not just for the team, but for their fans. As you mentioned, down going into the fourth quarter. How about the rally? How about the comeback? Getting it done on both sides of the ball, holding them when they needed to, and finding ways to get points when they had the football. So for Cleveland, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for our entire crew, alongside Charlie.